Hi everybody, it's Carolyn and welcome back. Today I am in my 8x8 journal and I want to do another kind of, I did a Alice in Wonderland in this one, and that's the only thing I've done so far. Well, I ordered this from RongRong and it's just Once Upon a Tape, and you can buy a whole set. I don't know if how many's in there, 6, 7, I'm not sure, but I want to say it's like $150, $175, and I can't do that all at one time. So I ordered one, and that's what you can do, and so I've actually ordered two. When it's going to break it down, if I keep on doing that, then I could have ordered the whole thing. So this one is called Enchanted Beauty. Okay, is this, it says Once Upon a Tape, and it's a blind box. You can get Little Red Riding Hood, Queen of the Bayou, Enchanted Beauty, Alice in Wonderland. I got also Mirrored Witch, A Mermaid's Tale, and then there is a mystery one. So there is 7. So if this is actually a story, I don't know. I've never heard of it. So, and that's what it comes with. It comes with these little trading card things, so that's what's in there. And you have a roll of pet tape. So, I went through, I have a drawer that, just a little acrylic drawer that I keep just various flowers that I'll see when I'm on Journal Say, Journal Tale, different sites. I have all the sites listed below that I shop at, and so, or have shopped at. And so I probably, if I had to guess, these are probably Journal Say. And so I usually will order 2, because I've learned my lesson that when I just get one, then I won't have enough, because this is how many you get, but you usually get 2 to 3 of these. And I think these it was 3 of each one. So I had 2 packs, because I wasn't sure what I might do. And so there's strips. There's some like this. There's some like this. I mean, there's just different ones that are just, long strips. You even have some kind of little corner pieces as well. So I picked those out. I brought out the beloved script tape because I think I'm going to need it. This looks like it will match. And I got a skinny one. I've just gotten into that and I just love it. Her dress is so gorgeous, but it's not a color that I like. This is the closest thing, and that's pretty darn close. I got this at Journal Say in a box. I usually buy them in a box. I've shown them before like this. It'll say basic pattern tapes and they'll rainbow, and I have one that has, it's blues, and this is in that box. There's not a lot that comes on a roll. That's the only downfall. But you get, I don't know how many's in there. 6 or 7 come in the box. So here is the tape. And these florals, which I would like to use as well, and I'm very particular about mixing. It's my own hang-up. It's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just me. Here's the florals that it comes with, which are absolutely gorgeous. And here's these. And they're a little lighter. Some of them are, you'll see, a little darker, which almost match those. And I was like, you know what? That's just crazy that I had these in the bottom drawer of that little acrylic drawer. Her dress actually is in this peachy. It's just, I wish there was more mirrored images like some of the girls, and there's not any that are mirrored image. It's going to be hard to... I'm so sorry. I'm just going to turn the sound off on that right quick. I don't know how many spam calls y'all get, but I get a lot. They're very irritating. This goes perfectly with, the one that has the blue. You could put it with the blue, but even if you put it under this with that peach, and I've got a couple that has a peach to it. So there's some that I'm going to use as pieces for Dutch stores. I'm also going to use some flowers as Dutch stores. I've got the tapes there that we're going to try to figure it out. I have been sitting here and looking through, tapes and colors and all that kind of thing. Exactly how I want to do it? No. I think that I want to do, say, okay, here's another color. And they're usually just, they can overlay. So if I have 4 of them, which I have 6, I can do a Dutch store with just like that. And so with this 8x8, it's going to make it a lot easier to do that. So I'm wondering if I do flowers, and then I do maybe some of these littler items in here that I could do a Dutch store with, and just stick them out, a little bit further. And then I can bring in, some of these things. And her, she's definitely got to be up here somewhere. Definitely. The boxes, I haven't looked at boxes, to be honest with you, because I think that I may just draw the boxes, because I know I don't have any of these colors that I would want. And so black would be fine, and I will grab my black boxes right now just to see if I have, because I think there's one laying out. No, I lie, that's a dash box, and I don't want to really use the dashes on that. But here's a couple, no, that's dashes. Darn, why am I thought I was so organized today. You would think that, here it is, they're laying over here, I'm sorry. Got them laying under some, and I may not have that many, I don't know, because I have used a lot, and these are the ones that I really like. I'm not the biggest fan of the ones that are lined, but we do have some long ones, and we do have these that are not as long. We do have some of these. So if we have to, we can use these. If not, we can also use the stencils. So that's an option. I'm going to go ahead and sit those right there too. So I think these are all very pretty colors. There could not any colors that I, have. These, wow, So I thought we'd just start with it. I think I might could make this, lay over a tape and make that a Dutch store with her on it. I'm not sure. I thought I might could try it. Will it be exactly perfect? No, but I think we might could make it work. But we could, I know, with some of these pieces, and it looks really pretty laying over the peach. I can tell you that. So I think what I will start out with, though, I think I will start out with one that I may lay something over top of it, because it may just get back in here and I'm not, I'm doing something different. So I think that's what we'll do. How many doors I'm going to make, I'm just not sure. I'm going at it just, y'all know that I go at things pretty blindly. I have a basic sometimes plan, but a full plan in my head of what I'm going to do, nope. And today I should have brought a sticky pad over here since I was using these stickers, and I did not, so we may have to stop and get one of those too. So this looks like it's going to be editing, Carolyn. I'm going to try to do it. Alright, here we go. I usually don't have too much trouble with them. And now, which way do I want to lay them? I think I want to lay them this way. And I think this first one I'm going to bring it in quite a bit. Because I haven't gotten to play with this 8x8 that much. I've only done one spread in it. There you go. So that shows you how much I've played with it. Because I don't have a lot that I feel like that would go together and be cohesive, as far as, it's like I said, I'm funny about putting certain things with things, I have that about me. One of my OCD things, I suppose, if we want to look at it that way. And I'm just going to lay it over top. I don't want to cut it off if I can help it. If it lays and it looks good, which I think that's fine. I also wanted to show you how good that looks. Well, it's kind of hard to see. I can pull her up though where we can see it. She's not going to work because she's got her arm out. I thought this one would probably be the closest one that may work, because she's kind of brought in, and also working with these flowers might be a plus. So I don't know whether to just put her right here, and the other doors I can kind of just work around this particular one. And I think that's what I want to do. I just want to have fun with this one and see where it goes. And you can see through it, yeah, but I mean, I don't know whether I want to be bothered by that or not. I do and I don't. I mean, I wonder how much you can see it from down there. So I'm wondering if I want to take her up from that and cut that away. Or put her on white. Wow. Why does that? See, I don't want this to be that hard. I don't want it to be where, and I just want it to, and that sucker's sticking hard too. Oof. You know what? I'm leaving it. I'm just going to leave it. Not going to worry with it. Because if it's going to pull it that hard, then, in my opinion, it's meant to be there. So, we're just going to cut her out. My glass is laying everywhere. That's laying everywhere. Let's get a mat. I hope the TV's not too loud. I closed the door, but then one of my dogs wanted to come in here and be with me, so I was like, okay. So she was scratching on the door, so I left it kind of propped open just a little bit for her, but To me, he listens to the TV rather loud, but okay. I hope this is going to turn out as what is in my head of the way I see it. In some ways, because I can't envision it all the way, I can tell you that. But these colors are just so pretty. Okay. So we got that. I'm trying not to look at her dress. I'm just trying to think of that's just an overlay or something and just not be bothered. Okay, here we go. Usually these will just roll up pretty easily. But I don't. Okay, let me see which way I've got it going. I do have going this way, I do believe. Yes, I do. So I thought something didn't look right. Okay. So we got this. So perfect how they lay down. Love it. This one. I'm going to go up this way. Now, I've been hanging on to this particular tape for a while. I think I'd shown it to you guys that I had gotten it, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it because I was like, is this a story or something I should know about? Because I have no clue about. Oh, okay. I've got to lay her over top because like I was going, why is that not going out over there? But it's because I've got to put the girl over it. It's her dress. That's what it is. So I've got to go way down in here and find another one just like it. That's what I talk about sometimes with, I want to try to stay at the top of the tape, but then there's that time that you'll say, oh no, but I want to do this. And it's way down the other, halfway down the page. Okay. Not yet. I mean, I think it's going to be just fine, even though it's not going to, because you're not going to be able to tell. I mean, her skirt's going to be perfect. She's not going to be. But that's fine with me. Yeah. That works for me. So now I think that I want to try to go through here and just pick out some different things that we can use that are symmetrical to make another Dutch door. And then we'll come back with more flowers, so on and so forth. So, this, when you lay it over top of that pink, which I'm probably not going to do that, because I don't have but like a couple more that's got some of that peach in it. I think I've got 3 that's got some of that peach in it. But if you lay this down and you lay that over top of it, it really looks good on this one. It looks good on this one too, but but I mean, that one we could very much use. But then I'm thinking, okay, do I want littles first and then go to bigger ones? Like when I'm talking littles, I'm talking this kind of thing, which may be really cute. I think we'll just go for it. And these I may not, I don't know whether I'm going to, I don't know. whether I want them curvy all down or just kind of where they, I don't know. We'll just kind of see where they lay. In a way, I think is the best way to go at it. Okay, that's not going to lay right. That's not going to lay right when I put it down. The key. Now it's got to go the other way, but this will. But we might kind of poke them different ways. Well, I think it'll be better if we do, because we're going to need them to poke out. I don't want to put them too close together, or it'll take up a whole lot of them trying to get enough to go down the page. And I guess I could have put some tape down it, but I didn't really want to do that either. Okay. Little mirror. Have any of you gotten these tapes from RongRong or gotten this box set? I think that I heard that the surprise one is Wizard of Oz. That's what I want. I should have not put the pink right up against the pink. Let's get something else. And so yes, absolutely, that's what I want. Okay, we could do. Let's see. This one, I'm trying to look at it laying the other way. I think it'll work. Well, just this little blue book right here will be fine, and that'll work. And I think that's what it is. I would love to get my hands on Wizard of Oz from anywhere, but I've not seen it. Because, yeah, that one's so different. I mean, you know, it, classic, just great. I think we might put this clock in here. Okay. Oh, this hourglass would be cool too. Like, if this is a story, which I didn't Google it. I didn't ask ChatGPT. I don't know. If this is a story, I don't know. I have no clue. Thought the colors were pretty though. That's as far as I got with it. Okay, this little tiny, well, will that work? Might find something better. Oh, these would probably be, no, they wouldn't, they'll fall off. That's so tiny, I think it's too small. Okay, we're getting to the, yeah, we've gotten to the end, it looks like, over here, so we've got to pick one. So let's just do, I'm going to cut this ribbon's going to be cut off, so I think that I'm just going to do this so I can get more blue right here. Even though I needed something really to go up this way. So maybe I need to, well, shoot. Let's just say if we lay it like this. It's wonky. I need them to be going this one this way, this one. See, I did it that, but if I do this one this way, it's not giving me that coverage I want right there. Maybe I can switch these around, even though I don't particularly want the blue against the blue, but sometimes you don't always get what you want. And we can do it. Oh man. See, this isn't going to be cool. I'm not going to, no. I could pick something else, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So just having some littles there. I think that's, I mean, we've got so much here to choose from. So, with all these pages, these big pages, I gotta figure out a way to work it out. And I really wanted to have like princesses and or whatever she is, you know, her in that dress just out there as a Dutch door, but it's just not going to lay right. There's certain ones that do this that could probably figure it out and make it work, but I'm not sure exactly how I would do it, so I'm just gonna go with the easy way out. Okay. Stick that over there. That's cute. And I do like the, you know, little colors. Alright, so now I want to go back to tapes. And I think with this one, I want these two. I'm trying to stay with the darker blue. And this has a little bit more darker to it. And that's kind of what I want. I want this, if I go down this way, I might end up cutting it off. No, this will be better because they won't go up on each other. So, that one's fine there. That one could come in a little bit more. I think that'll be good right there. Let's kind of lay that down. I hope y'all like the faux Dutch doors. I had fun because I haven't done those in a while. So that was fun. And I like the way it came out. It was, I mean, extremely simple as far as the way I did it, but for what my meaning and all was behind it, then it was perfect. Okay, it should be about right there. Yeah. Perfect. This is probably aggravating y'all when I'm doing this, well, I'm not showing you what I'm doing either, but most of the time if you just kind of roll it with your thumb, it'll go ahead, it'll just release so easily, and this one's just wanting to challenge me a bit. There it comes. Okay. So this way I can have the more navy down here. These little strips were just, I mean, I'm a little bit, can't get over it that they were so perfect for this. or seems so far. Might have to go on a little bit further, but I think that's fine. Okay. I'm trying to look up and make sure y'all are seeing what I'm seeing. Okay. Cute. Now, let me get these. I'm glad I had them all laid out, so I didn't want to have to dig and try to find which one was which. Oh shoot, I didn't put those. Oh, okay. That's really good, Carolyn. Okay, we'll do this one first, and then we'll come back and do them. Because, yeah, I guess I thought they were just magically going to jump over there. This is not. Okay, I have got it. Why is this? Why am I seeing something the wrong way? Because that is not symmetrical. It lays perfectly. Hold on. Get my bearings. Because this one is not as symmetrical as the other one was. And I did not lay them over to make sure that that was the case. So we might have some tiny little gaps here. And some may be not so tiny. Shoot. That's going to be great. Well, I might have to cut a little bit off, which will be fine because they're too long. So that's what's going to have to happen to this one. But those peach ones were perfect. They were perfect. So I just figured the other ones would be. Okay. I think this is the end that I wanted to go out. Yes, it is. Because it's going to be close. I mean, it's just not right up to that very edge. But have I had that before? Or, you know, I know a lot of us have, and some of them that it's not just absolutely perfect. But it's not going to be something I think that I need to fill in. I don't think so. I don't know, we'll just check it when we're finished. Okay, this one's wanting to be a little aggravating. Here it comes. When I say that, then it usually comes up. Okay, let's see. Or if I want it with the, I really want the blue more down here, but we'll see if we can make that happen. I think so. I can cut that little clear piece of plastic off right there to move that up. So there we go. It's pretty darn close. Perfect? No. There was a little piece of plastic here and here, you know, that I can just take that off and that works out. Okay. Now we got to go back and do our littles that I forgot completely about. I got so excited that they looked good all the way down the page. Guess I'm easily amused. Some days, yes, I am. Okay, let's come back over to these guys and see what we need. Alright, let's go back at this tape. Okay, what do we need? We need a cloche. I think we need, nope, that's a different lantern. It may go further than I thought. Here it is, here's a cloche. Okay, and a small lantern. Here it is. Okay, and the mirror. Now we have the little blue book, wherever you may be, way down here. I've got another one I was looking at, but I need to get some flowers that'll match it a little bit better. Was Sleeping Beauty, and I've also got Alice in Wonderland. Who's the other one? I'll think of her name in a minute. Let's see. I got Rapunzel. Got another one that I don't have a clue. I don't know that story. Then there is Sleeping Beauty. It was Sleeping Beauty. I'll come up with it. Need a blue clock. Here it is. All I can think of it right now in my head is the Big Bad Wolf. I can't think of her name. All of a sudden, it's just like the Big Bad Wolf. I can see him, but I can't see the other part. So y'all know probably what I'm talking about. What did I have? one hourglass. I think it was more this way. I really want to use that chandelier too. We can do another door with littles. I don't know. I have another hourglass surely up here. Well, I've gone blind. That's not funny. Like, I just can't put my eyes on this. Ah, okay, here you are down here, hiding out. Okay. This one we're just going to lay in here. Oops, wrong way. Okay. Alright, let's see what they all look like together. I think that's cute. I think we could do one more little, one more flower, and then do the script tape, is what I think. Hopefully we can get all these, and they may not be what I'm saying littles, but again, they may be a little bit bigger. Is there plenty? Yes, and I've got to use this chandelier. I mean, it's just too pretty not to. And, you know, with tapes, sometimes, I mean, I come back and use tapes on something, you know, I'll do a whole nother spread, you know, of, like I've done 2 of Alice in Wonderland, one in this big one and one in a A5. So, you know, it doesn't bother me to use them again. Because, you know, we all get so many on a, you know, you get so many on a roll that it's like crazy if you don't. Oops, I need to move it. I think, don't lay down, don't. I just said don't. Which I really didn't want to do this color right here, but it was there, so I just took it. Okay. Let me go back up here to this and not get so far down the line that I'm gonna, I think we can make this one, I mean, you know, I like to use them up here if I can. I know I'm a little bit more talkative today, but I did get some good news today. We went to his oncologist today. We had to go to the hospital and do some more of the check-in kind of stuff for Monday. But we went to his oncologist for his lung cancer that he just finished going through treatment for in January. And he has had, this was his second PET scan for that. And it came back clear. So we've gotten 2 PET scans down clear. I mean, you know, we got to get for 5 years, but hey, I'll take every moment I can get when things are good and celebrate it. So we did. I mean, you know, we just went out and had a sandwich for lunch. But I mean, you know, we went out and had lunch, and that was nice. And because we didn't have time this morning to eat breakfast, so we were getting hungry. By the time we could finish up with those 2 appointments, we were ready. And then tonight for dinner, we weren't hungry. This little one too. I really want to use some of those, and I might do another. I don't know. The last Dutch door could be these bigger pieces like this and like this, instead of these little tiny ones. I don't want so many books, but there's so many cute ones too. Oh, here, this is cute. This should work. So, I will, give you fair warning with it being so much to put down here that it will be long, and I will. You've probably seen where I just will cut it and just kind of blur it over to, and you wouldn't have seen me cut out pages or something. It'll be, I'm already working on something else, because I just took that out because you'd see me do one, so I thought, well, you don't need to watch me do the back side too. Now this little key, I can put it in there and I can cut the bottom off, and then that way it'll work. And I think that will be alright. No, it won't be alright, because I need, see, there's that, well, maybe I can turn him this way. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm going to cut that little end off anyway. I really needed something bigger there, but and that is hiding up under, well, y'all can see it. I need to move it back so it doesn't reflect so much on you. Because pet tape, you know how it is. It's shiny. Okay. Turn it. So, if you're praying people, good vibes, I don't care what it is. You can send them to me for Monday when we go and he has his bladder biopsy done again, which we know there's cancer there. I'm just praying that what treatment he's had has made it go away, even though I know in my heart it has not. But he has to do this just to make sure where we're at before we can proceed. And was it mentioned today by his oncologist, even though he's not the same one that treats his bladder cancer? He's got another doctor for that one. Was it said to him, have you thought about having your bladder removed? Well, of course. That's our last case scenario from his urologist. I mean, he doesn't want to take his bladder out. Okay, there's a chandelier somewhere, because there's that book. So let me go ahead and grab these books. And oh, there's the chandelier set. But that is something that I have to, he has to think about more than, because that's his decision to make. Will I talk with him about it? Absolutely, if he wants to. But all in all, that's his decision to make. All I know is I just want him well. I asked my general practitioner one day, I said, "Excuse me, I have a question." And he said, "Well, just go right ahead." And I said, "When are these golden years supposed that I've heard so much about? When are they supposed to start?" He said, "Leave it to you." And I said, "Of course." But my husband says that, he says, and he was never ever sick until he retired. Once he retired, he's had one thing after another, thing after another thing. Here they are. Oh, this is fun. Carol from Carol's Journal Creations. I want to say that's right. She did a live last night, and that was fun. To go and I wish we could all hear each other. That would be fun. But it was nice to be together in one space and talk. I will put her link below if you have not been over and seen Carol. Then I have told you about her before, but if you haven't been up there, you need to go and check her out. She does some great journals, and she also does planning as well. I don't do my planning on here. I guess I could, because I decorate my planner, but I feel like, well, I've got these 3 books going. I probably don't need to do anything else for right now, anyway. But I do decorate it, my planner. I have the Happy Planner, and yes, I do put stickers all in my Happy Planner, but I don't want it too crowded, because I have to write a lot in there. So sometimes it might just get it around the edges and none on any of the dates. I want you to come down a little bit. That way. Okay. Now we need to find that. Oh, it's right here. Great. There's that key. I'll put him this way. That's a funny way I cut that page. I don't like it. I need to kind of round it. And I think I will do that. Round that up a little bit, because I don't like it being so sharp. Okay. Alright. Is that cute? I'm excited because there's 4 doors here. And that really, I mean, I'm going to do another set of, I've got to do something with this tape though first. I've got to roll it up a little bit so I can find what I'm going to be looking for, because the way it is now, it's such a mess. I know I'm going to roll it right back out, but at least I can try to contain it for a few minutes. Because I want to put some of those bigger things in. Since we did all the little smalls, I thought we'd try to do some of it's like an armoire, and I don't know. There was a few other things I think we can do something with. And I just saw an archway. I don't know if we can use that spiral staircase. I think I already tried that, and it was kind of, wonky the way it laid. It didn't want to lay on top of each other correctly. Okay, I think that I may use, let's see, I want to put a little bit more of this color in it, this peachy. So maybe, this is a thin one, but I think we can stretch it out there enough. Yeah. I want it to go this way though, if we can. So we'll try that. Sometimes I guess filming, I envy some of them that can do it quickly. But then there's a part of me that doesn't want to do it so quickly because I enjoy the process part of it so much that I don't want to hurry it, you know, because I'm having a good time. And so I don't want to rush. I know y'all understand what I'm saying. I just don't want to slap it together, even though I'm just like slower anyway. You know, I haven't been doing these, but since, well, I started doing some of it last year, and then I had to put it down for a while because of illness. But I did start doing it last year. That looks a little crooked, but I think we're good. Last summer, I think it was. I'd have to look back. Whenever my first video came up. And, but then I had to kind of abandon ship for a little bit. And I was just kind of doing it by myself. You know, I wasn't filming anything. And I do enjoy this part of it as well. I enjoy talking to you guys. I want us to interact more in the comment part, but nobody's really commented much. So I don't know. Some people do. Some people like to talk back and forth. Some people just like to watch a video and move on, and I get it. I appreciate you watching and stopping by. Okay, now it was these two here. Yes. So this will be my biggest Dutch door spread to date. I really wanted to do the colored ones that everybody was doing, you know, earlier on. RongRong, I think, started with the girls, and then with La Poche, they did the whole sets, and I really wanted to do it, and I ordered one book from RongRong, and it was the girls, and it was just a book. I didn't order all of the different sets of them. Because I just didn't need all that. And so I got to looking at it and I was like, nope, this is not going to work. It's not going to give me enough women here. There's only there's none that was like symmetrical. There was none, I mean, there wasn't like, but maybe one of, you know, be one girl per page or something as far as I could use together. They were all different. So I was like, well, that was kind of I'll use the girls in other places, but I just can't do that with them. Even if I ordered another book, it would, still couldn't do it. Okay. Perfect. And I think if we do this one more, then the script is going to be perfect. All right. This is what I was talking about. And I think we may use some of this on the other side. I don't know. We may not, because there's going to be so much journaling space in this book. Okay. I think I could make that one work, but I want to look. I don't want that on top of that though. No, I want to try this one and see. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I think it'll work well enough. We can trim it up. And these I'm just going to keep going pretty much straight down, even though, when I cut it, it's going to give it a little line there. This is really not what I was kind of thinking it was going to look like. I had a different vision. I don't know, but... And then, see, we had this big one here. I think I should have gone with this big one here instead of this smaller one. Let's try that, because we can always use this on one of those pages of many if I can get it up. I've got some undo over here. I just hate to use it. Okay, I think this one would look actually better. And maybe I should have turned these. Probably should have. Well, let's just see what we have to go across the bottom. I wish I could find something that laid flat. I mean, I've got some flowers that I could put of these. I've got those, but that's not exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, I love that little book stack, but it's small, but I love it. I could put it out here and put something aside of it if I needed to. That's too tall, that's too tall. I could do that. I could do this book stack. Because there's nothing else. I mean, even if I use that one, I'm going to cut off most of it. So let's put this book stack right here. And then there's this cute little book right here, even though they're the same color. Or, no, if I did that, it's a little candelabra. If I do that, I'll just cut it off. This little book can lay right beside of it too. I think that will, yeah, that'd be good. Okay. I think I had a different idea of how that was going to turn out, and that didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. I'm not going to peel them up. Sometimes I think that we have to make a mistake or see something that you could have done differently, and you have to just do it, and then you have to look at it and then see how you could improve that, which is in everyday life, period. But I mean, it's just like making mistakes with when I did the journal with cutting the page. I mean, I ended up cutting a page out. What my brain had in, I have no idea. It was just like I just went stupid all of a sudden and I just couldn't think. And I mean, I thought I had it in my head. I could see it. But it was like, Carol, did you think you were going to grow a page all of a sudden? You were not thinking clearly at all. But I have to laugh because if I don't, I mean, you know, it was just a mistake. But did the page come out pretty? Yes, it did. I like it. Did it come out the way I wanted it to? Not at all. It came out nothing like what I was going after at the beginning. But I learned from it. And then I saw a way I could do it and make it different. I just hadn't done it yet. But I do see it now. Okay. Let's get this puppy finished up. Can y'all have... Oh! This has not taken... I'm going to tell y'all. I mean, has it taken a long time? Absolutely it has. But I've looked up here and it's an hour. It's taken me an hour to do a spread that was just 2 doors, you know? So I'm going to say that's a win. Why is there not... Okay, there's that. Where's that arch? Here it is. Okay, I've gotten too far down the roll. I mean, I know y'all have heard it all before. You've heard, don't sweat the small stuff. Because at the end, it's just small stuff. My sister has said that to me many times in my life. Because I would get upset over something and it was just something small that I really just didn't need to put that much thought and emotion into it. And it really didn't matter. It wasn't that big. It was funny today when we went out to eat lunch. When we were walking in, my sister and one of her friends were coming out. She does all kinds of stuff. Quilting. I don't know. She does crocheting. She does quilting. But quilting was one thing she really got into when she retired. And so she's got some girlfriends that do that also with her. And so she and one of her girlfriends were out having lunch after their quilting class. And her friend lives just right here in my neighborhood, so it was good to see her. Her being close, and I still don't see her that often. This one goes first. I don't think it would matter. Okay. Yay. This one I'm going to have to cut off a little bit. How did I lay it on? Okay, I did turn it that way. But I didn't have to cut it. But this one I'm going to... Maybe. Oh, wait, this one's... it's a different book. It is. It's the same color, but it's just different. And I'm going to have to put that back on the tape roll. Well, maybe not, because I can use it in here somewhere probably. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Whew. I had to look at this mic and make sure it was still going in. That one's still going because they will die. Alright. I'm not going to mess with trying to get that off. I'm just going to try to get it out of the way. Okay, we know this is the infamous sticky tape. And I better get my mat ready. And get this turned around so you can hopefully see it. Okay, I wanted to see which way it was going. I didn't want to put it in here upside down. Okay. Okay, yes, I was holding my breath. Because I wanted it right on the edge. And it did go right there. Now, I just thought of something. Let me pull it out here real quick. These two might have to come into play. I'm not sure. Now that, guys, do you think it's pretty? I'm going to lay some of these flowers that are in here, I think, just on top, just to give it a little pop here at the back. But I think that looks really nice. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors. Wow. Yeah, I think that's the most I've done. I think. I would probably say 100% that's the most I've ever done, because I've only used an A5, and doing 6 in an A5 is a challenge. Okay, y'all see? Yep. Oh. I like the Alice in Wonderland one though. I think it's cute. I don't know what made me kind of go with, I mean, because I didn't have plans of doing this one, and I don't know that it will, but of it being just a, not, I won't say fairy tale, because I don't know what the heck this story's all, I don't even know. But that kind of vibe. I mean, that wasn't where I was going to go with this journal. It may end up being that way. But I don't think I'd have enough fairy tales, because I don't think I could find enough tapes. But we do know I have 3 or 4 more that I can do. I cut that page a little bit. Okay. Got that. Let me put that over there. And we're good with that. Okay. I wanted to grab this for a second because I couldn't remember which one. There's a branch on this, one of these. And I wanted to see if I could just see it real quick. I can't remember which tape it's on. And I'm going to have a mess, but that's okay. I can set it here on the floor if I need to. I don't think it's this one. I don't think so. I think I would have ran into a branch by now. Let's set that over there. So it must be this one. I kind of wanted to take something for her, and I could use flowers, but I was kind of looking to see, and it may have been that other one, because I'm not seeing it on this one either, and I know it's on one of these 2 tapes. There's some branches, and I think it is on that other one, but I'm not going to unroll it all, I don't think, to see it. I thought I unrolled enough of it to find it. But it had a branch on it, and I was going to sit, I knew it had some branches in it that I wanted to sit one of these girls on. Wow. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Oh my gosh. Tell me it's this. Oh my Lord. There it is. Oh my. Do I feel like a ding dong? I can't. Yep. I mean, yeah, I should be able to believe that it's going to cover up everything. But right here, I really want to sit that girl, because she seems to be the main thing here. The stick might just get covered up and I just went looking for it for absolutely no reason, but it's like I've said before, I hate just putting something in it, just if it has nothing, it's like there's nothing there. But there it will be. So it worked out to dig for that stick. I hope she doesn't look like the Flying Witch or something, though. I mean, I guess we could put some little flowers around, well, there will be some over here. In fact, let's just go ahead and put some of these. Alright, we'll go all the way back to the beginning, because I do want some of these flowers on the script. I hope these look as well when I get them all down together as was in my head that they would. Let me go over a little bit more with that one. Okay, now she's going to have something, but we need to get some I think we're going to have to put some boxes in, and I think that will help so we can get some decor down. And we may even pull in some of this greenery. I don't need that other over there. I don't particularly love these long, I don't particularly like to write in these long boxes. Some people may. And, will it fit this book perfectly? Absolutely. It would take up that one part of the page. So, why not? Because it'll give me an excuse to use it, because I just don't. And it's back here with the script, so that makes it even better. Okay. Now I'm going to put some more flowers back here since I'm back here. How far am I not? Ooh. Don't bubble. Okay. I'm just going to lay it down. Okay. I mean, we could put some more in there if we need to, but there's a lot in here that we need to put something down to go with. And I'm not wanting to use these I put that one down, so I should just go ahead and go with it. I'm going to. Some people like the lined ones a lot to write on. I don't know. I just squish my writing up. I write small, so it I'd just rather not have the lines. To me, they're kind of distracting. But that's why she has each, so we can pick which ones we want. But this book came with both. And I've got to look through boxes and see what colors I have. But I like to lay these this way instead of always doing them that way. And you can't do it with the lines. And like I said, most of the time I prefer to do them sideways. That one's up there. I'm going to just keep on using this size. There. Down here. Up here. Well, never had to use so many boxes. And we'll go up there? I think so. See, in places like this too, it takes up more space if I have, I mean, I could add more boxes, yes, but these are a really good size on these big pages, but I just don't have those, any of them. So, I just really don't want to put 5 or 6 of those long ones in there. I just don't. It may become my journal. Who knows? It's whichever one's here when I get ready to write in one. And I did talk to them at the Cancer Center today about having journals that I could give to people. And they said yes, that I could do that, but they would prefer that I would have at least 10 or 12 to bring in at a time instead of just 3 that I have. Then that way they could, you know, have more people being able to have them. And I understand that, because you don't want to hear one patient say, oh, well, yeah, I got this downstairs. Well, and then they go down there, it's like, well, you know. So, I'll be making journals for a while, let's just say. And I'm not upset about that. No, I don't want to go down there. Well, it didn't matter. Up here, down there, down there. I try to go back and forth. Okay, now y'all know what I need. And I need all these little, oh Lord. I have only one here left on that page. Wow. Told y'all I like date boxes. I only have one left over there. Let me fill up my fingers a little bit here. Get another one. Okay. Oh, this has been fun. I mean, sometimes, I know y'all probably feel like that too. Sometimes when you're doing one and it's over so quickly and you're like, oh man, I was just getting in the groove. I really wanted to, so you'll go ahead and make another one sometimes, or, which I've turned around and filmed another one right behind it because I had the time and I was in the mood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 1. There you go. Don't stick. Let's put it right over here. That might mess up some writing space though, even though that's a lot of writing space. But it is for me, but it may not be for somebody else. I have to leave it. It started to tear. I have to leave it. I'm going to put this one down here. Okay, 2 more. Then we can put some decorations in there. This is going to be a bear to edit probably. I hate to hear my voice that long. You've already heard it while you're doing this, and then you have to turn around and you hear it again when you edit it, and then you want to make sure it's right, that it's going up. Sometimes you hear it again, it's like, oh dear, can't. Just don't want to listen to myself anymore. Okay, so I definitely want to use this guy somewhere. Don't want to put it right there. Maybe I'll just stick it right here. Will it make sense? Well, it doesn't have to make sense. I don't have to make everything make sense. It's not gonna, it's gonna go over a little bit. Come on, let go of it. Okay. You want to lay crooked. I think you laid over there on my desk curled up too long. Okay, there we go. I have to stand up 1 second and let my back pop out a little bit. Okay, I'll get the book, sticker book out of the way, and we'll go back into these fun things. See, that's why I like big sticker boxes too, because even though I can stick this big chair down here, and I think that I will, I like for it to fit the sticker box. But I can't put it up here, and then that way it doesn't have to matter. Yeah. Okay. Now this is beautiful bookworm. And this girl, I wonder if she can sit up on a box. Sure she can. Her feet can hang down in there. Because I want to put some of these girls in here. I think she'll be perfect. Or wait a minute. I could slide her over right here at this date thing, and that will be even better. How cute. She's not quite sitting down, but she's getting ready to. That's what she's doing. That's what we'll say anyway. And if I have one, this one could lean up against this one. with her basket. Since we have so many little pieces and stuff from the story, we can use some of these girls in here. And she's cute too. I don't want to put them everywhere, but I do want to have them around all in here. And I may have stuck them in places I shouldn't have, but she's going to take up my whole box. Let me see if I can sit her down here. Yeah, she's kind of going to take over, but that's okay. If I put her over in the flowers a little bit, that's okay. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, beautiful bookworm, I don't know. Here's books and book stacks and teas, and let's get some tea. We might just sit this up here with her. She could have her book and some tea. And here's a smaller chair. Here's some more tea. Do we want that? I just love this book. When they're books and they're laying open and the pages are just flowing open like that, I used one that I've got a tape that's got this in it. It's some blue tape, and it's so pretty. Okay. You might, no, maybe not. That is too little. Need something. I don't want some that are so tiny to use. And I don't want to use all book stacks and all teapots. But that's a lot of what it is. So, let's see what else we can get down here. Well, we've got this clock. Even though I know we have a clock right there. Maybe we'll put it on the other side. Maybe too small. We could set it up here with her. Okay. We haven't done anything back here. This might be kind of nice since all this big furniture is over here. We could put this pink chair in here. It matches. Come on, chair. Just sit down right. Alright. And we could put... Oh, that was a pretty chair right there, too, with little sparkles on it. Well, this is a cute little teapot. I don't have a teacup, but... Oh, there was another one of those cloches. That would have been sweet. I think I like it better because it doesn't... There we go. We can lay that down because it's got some darker blue in it. I think we need some to get away from a little bit of pink right there. Okay. If we have another girl that's long, maybe, do we? We have her, but she's kind of up front in a way, I guess that's what she's doing, but she can be back here too. And I think that'll be perfect. And we'll put her right down here at the bottom. You had to jump, didn't you? There. This story that I knew nothing about, still don't, but it's coming to life. I kind of wanted something right there, but I don't. I mean, I guess I could put that beautiful bookworm, but or I could put, no, she's not reading. One says Lost in a Story, which would be cute, but she's not reading. This one is. I could put this over here. Oh man, don't tell me you're in each individual piece. Yes, you are. Oh well, it's going to take just a minute, please. Hold. Should have got my tweezers out for this. I may have to. Darn. See, I don't know how. I don't know how you girls pick up these with the tweezers. It just is so much harder for me. I guess I just didn't start out that way using them. I just started out picking them up, and I've just stayed that way. But I mean, I see the, you know, I mean, there's definitely a need for them. If I just wouldn't destroy anything with them. Yeah. Okay. Cute. You need something. There's just too many. There's just so many books. But this would be cute. Let's put it over here. I mean, just put another book stack right here. Since she's lost in a story, the house is full of books. I don't know. Where did I put that tea thing? Because this one I like it, but I thought I used it already. I did. No, I didn't. This is different. So we'll put it... Maybe we should put it down here since she's holding her cup of tea. And the books are blue like her dress. Maybe we could just put a little quill over here. Almost there, almost there. Find the magic in the books. I love that. See, I like this staircase. It is really pretty. It's washing it completely out for y'all, but it is so pretty. Come on. I got that there. That got nothing there. What do I have over here? I don't have anything here. Tea, book, girl, books, clock, chair, crush, chair, girl. Okay, we can do it. We can use this little this little candelabra over here. Or do I want to put it over here? Ay, ay, ay. I thought I needed more. Oh, I do. I think it will go well right there. Alright. I don't want to put another book. I guess we could put... No, there's a mirror right there. I guess we could put another chair over here. Everybody's going to be sitting down reading, so gotta have some chairs. And we could lay some books beside of it. Why not? Because that's too big and that would look dorky. Okay, we need something over here. Did I put one of these big books over here? No. Do I want them up that way? Do I want them... How do I want them laying? I think I want them like that. Does that look funky? Kind of looks funky. And I really want this. I know. Y'all are going, no you don't. Because it's going to be fiddly. Where do I want to put it though? Part of me says put it up here. To start the story, you know? I need to get my tweezers. Because, you know, some of these spreads, that's the way it is. It's, you know, you're telling a story. Some of them are not. It's just fun. And there's books down here, so. Wow. Okay, am I missing anybody? That I think is kind of upside down or something. I may just go back and look at that in a minute. I think every page now has something. Okay. Now you can see it all. I'm sorry if I got all out of frame trying to do that. I was just trying to get it all together. And here she is. Let me get my camera to kind of sit a little bit better. She won't sit sideways somehow. Okay, here it is. 6 doors. I think I might have changed that. The only thing, I'm not a fan of the black boxes with it, but they're fine. I've got a shirt that says, I'm fine, it's fine, everything's fine. Because I do say it's fine. That's a little crooked. I can fix that. Okay. That was, what's her name again? Enchanted Beauty, but from RongRong. So, you know, if you order one, you might, if you order the whole thing, you'll get it. But if you just want to order a blind box, you never know what you might get. But I think she's pretty. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me for this long. I will try to shorten it up so it'll be better. But thank you. And I hope you liked it. And have a good night and take care of you. Bye-bye.